Welcome to episode 1, The Garage. The intention of this episode is to give a basic buttonology and familiarization with the garage. This is not intended to be a Wikipedia of information. For any in-depth information and detail, please check out the World of Tanks Wikipedia. Go to the World of Tanks site. Worst case scenario, come check us out at Armored Knights, drop in our TeamSpeak server, and we'll talk to you and answer whatever questions and help you out in whatever way we can. We'll just go clockwise around the garage. Missions and events, self-explanatory. During the game, there are missions that you can accomplish and events that they have so that you can earn free credits and equipment, etc. And in some cases, even free tanks, depending on how much you're willing to put towards it. Good thing to do, good thing to chase. You're playing the game anyways, why not try and get the free stuff? Crew members here for each tank. Your skill level, as you play the game, that skill level will go up. Once you get to 100% here, that's their basic skill level with the tank. Then you'll have perks and skills available to you. Right click on personnel file and it has all the information on that specific crew member, including what skills that you can have them learn while you're playing the game. For more on perks and skills, just again check out the Wikipedia, look more into it. Your battle tutorial, if you have not done that yet, it's a good quick easy way to learn some basics of the game, and you can earn some gold and stuff for running that. So I recommend for new players, go ahead and do that. It will be beneficial, and again, you'll get free stuff out of it. Battle button, once you push the battle button, you get put in a queue, and then based on the tank type and your tier level, you'll eventually be put into a random battle with other tanks and players at that matchmaking level. There's a big matchmaking graph which for every tank shows what tier levels you may see, and that's something that you can research and you can discover where you might end up, what you might see tank wise. Below that, you have your different options. You can platoon up with some friends, 2 to 3 players. You'll go into battle together. Team battle, company battles, those are a lot of fun. Very good at working tactics and strategy and working with as a team. These are teams that are stacked basically, and then gone up, and then you go into battle against other teams that are stacked to work together. A lot of fun. Again, it's good comms, good for tactics and strategy. Team training, if you want to create a private server for yourself or your friends, you can do some training, or just run around the map and look and see where you can go and different things you can do, places you can climb, good hide spots, that kind of stuff. Below that, you have your bar, you have your garage, which brings you here. Your depot. Depot is where all the stuff that you have that's old, once you get rid of a tank or upgrade a tank, the different modules, guns, ammo, all that stuff comes into the depot in here, and you can sell it from in here. It's a good way to make a little bit of money if you find yourself a little short on credits. Go in your depot, get rid of all your old gear that you took off your other tanks, and you can make a little money. The store here, if you want to buy tanks, personally I don't recommend using the store, and I'll get across that in a few seconds. So I'll show you why, but it's just harder to find tanks. Depending on what you're trying to do. Your service record, this shows you how well you've done. Shows all your awards you win as you win them, summary, your general information there for how you've done, and then individual vehicles if you really want to get into detail on how many battles you've had and how well you do in each tank. So that's your service record. Also, other people can see that as well. Once they right click on your name, they can look at your information. Tech tree, this is where you're going to check out the tanks you want to run, the different lines you want to run, unlocking tanks, and researching tanks. And this is also where I recommend buying tanks. It's just a lot easier. You're on this screen anyways when you're looking at the tiers and the lines that you're trying to run. So if you want to buy a tank, it's so much easier here. You just put your mouse on the tank you want to buy and click on the gold bar, and boom, you'll buy it. So it's a little bit easier to find it here than to search through that store. To me, the store is not very user friendly. The tech tree is a lot easier. Finally, the barracks. This is where all your crew members go. As you get rid of a tank, as you sell a tank, you have the option of putting the crew into your barracks so you don't lose them. And the reason why you may want to do that is if you have a crew that has a high skill rating, you don't necessarily want to get rid of them. Put them in your garage or in your barracks, because if you ever get a similar tank with that same country, you can drop that crew into that new tank and retain a large portion, if not all, of their skill level, depending on if you're willing to spend gold or not. But the one thing about the barracks is it's pretty finite. There's only so many spots in there, so you have to be careful. It can get filled up fast, and then you have to buy more spots or get rid of the crew. Upper right hand corner, these are kind of your most important buttons really. If you have a premium account, this will show you how many days. If you need to extend it or buy more, click the button. It's self-explanatory. You have to have gold. Boom, there you go. If you want to get more gold, if you don't have any, you can click that. It opens up a browser, minimizes the game, open up browser so you can get some gold. These are your in-game credits here. If you have gold, like I do, you can use the gold to get more in-game credits if you want to. The exchange rate, 400 per one, so you can do the math in your head if you want. If you just need a certain amount of money, you don't want to blow all your gold, but that's what that's for. XP Bank. As you play the game, if you have premium tanks or once a tank is elited, there's no more options to research anything on that tank, and so all your experience goes into your XP Bank, and it stays here. You can't use it when it's in here. But what you can do is you can use gold and you can turn it into what's called free experience, and free experience can be used on any tank. So as you can see, I've got quite a lot of XP sitting here in the bank. It's going to cost me a lot of gold to get all that out, and I don't worry about it too much. I just take it out piecemeal as I need it if I want to, but that's what that's there for. Research button. Whatever tank you have selected in the garage, hit the research button, and this shows you all the different options to research on that specific tank. This is where you would spend your experience points, and then of course you can also buy the equipment from here by clicking that button there. And then of course it shows you your end states for the different tanks that you have, starting off of that tier 1 or whatever tier you happen to have there. Left hand side of that, you have your experience for that specific tank, which can only be used on that tank, and then you have the free experience I was talking about, which you can use on any tank. So it'll give you the total there. Total is almost 8,000 XP. But all that is free experience, so I don't want to use it on here, and I don't have nothing to upgrade anyways, so it doesn't really matter, but that's what that's for. Along the bottom here, this is called the carousel. On your screen, you probably just have one row, which is the standard default row. Again, I'm running some mods, which is why my garage looks different, and then of course graphically some of the stuff is different, and then of course I have the carousel with the multiple layers. This is a mod which we'll go over in a later episode. If you want more information, you can check out mods on yourself, doing a search for World of Tank mods, or ask some of your friends, clanmates, or again, come by the Armored Knights TeamSpeak and we'll help you out. But bottom row, this shows all your tanks, and then on the left hand side you can pull out specific tank tiers if you're looking for a specific tank tier, different country, etc. So a little bit better usability, but that's what's down here. Above that you have your module options. Once you research new equipment on your tank, they become available here, and you can click on it here, which will buy it and load it on the tank in one move. So as you're researching, you want to keep track of these and make sure you have the right turrets, guns, tracks on there that you want on there. This is equipment you can buy in the equipment store. These things are self-explanatory. If you look at them and tell you what they do. This is the ammo that I have loaded. Different tanks have different ammo available. These are your modules, first aid kits, repair kits, etc., which help you in a battle. If you get a gunner or a crewman taken out, you can use your first aid kit to repair and stuff, etc. Your exterior button is your exterior camouflage. You can pay gold for this, which will make it permanent. Or if you don't want to pay gold because it's a tank you're not going to be in long, you can just pay credits and it'll last for a certain amount of days. The benefit of the camouflage is a percentage of your camouflage bonus, so it'll help you hide when you're sitting still, that kind of stuff. Plus, if you tend to play the game a lot, it just looks cool. Your service button, once you're out of battle and you need to fix your tank, service button, that's what's going to repair your tank. This will tell you how much money it's going to cost to replenish your ammunition automatically and how much it costs to repair your tank. Also, if you use repair kits, first aid kits, etc., it can automatically replenish those as well. Be careful with these at lower level because they do cost 5,000 credits each time you use it, and they're only good for one use in game. After the battle, you have to pay 5,000 credits to replenish it. So just be aware of that. At the lower level, sometimes you don't earn as much credits, and so you can blow through that pretty quickly. So just be careful that if you check these blocks, of course, it will repair automatically or it will resupply automatically, etc. So again, if credits are an issue, you want to pay attention to these. For your gold rounds can also use gold. So be careful if you're going to use gold rounds what you have that set on, because otherwise it'll start sucking your gold away, and you may not realize why. So again, just be careful of that. Right hand side, for all you stat whores, it tells you everything about the tank that you currently have selected, their whole armor, their speed, everything you want to know, view range, all that stuff. So for those that like to look at the stats on a tank, there you go. So I think that's about it. Server up on the left hand side, that's the current server you're connected to. This is how many people are playing. At the very bottom, channels, you can create a channel, a chat channel. This is your contact list, all your friends you have. If you're in a clan, all your clan mates, etc. A general chat bar, this is where basically everybody can chat. So if you have a question, you can ask in there. I don't recommend it. You end up tending to get a lot of trolls in there that are just in there using internet anonymity, or what we used to call phone call courage. They think they can be brave and smart because nobody knows who they are. So I don't recommend putting anything in there. If you want a serious answer, talk to your clanmates, your friends, or again, selfless plug, come to TeamSpeak, Armored Knights, and we'll help you out. Tank companies, like I was talking to before, you can come in here and you can create your own company, or you can look for a medium company or a tank company to join to play. And then if you're in a clan, you have your clan chat bar down at the bottom. For all your clan mates are automatically in, that way you can see who in your clan is currently in and what they're doing. Bottom right hand corner, you have your invite. If anybody invites you to a company or a platoon or anything like that, you'll see this flash in yellow in the lower right hand corner. Just click on it and you'll see the invite in there, and you can select it. And then bottom right, this is your channel. This is where all your battles will all be displayed. After a battle, it'll have a thing in there where it'll tell you what happened in the battle. Again, this is a little bit different. You're not going to see this because, again, I'm running mods which have that available to me. It gives me a little bit better information, a little bit more detail at a glance. So some of the things, as I've said, that are not going to be in yours is the garage. Graphically, this is a mod, so you're not going to have this. You're going to see the standard World of Tank garage. Your carousel, which I'm running, is a mod. And we'll cover mods later on, but for more information you can just do a search for World of Tank mods and find whatever you need there. So as basic information and familiarization, I hope that helped. If you have any questions, ask a friend, ask a clanmate, do a little research on World of Tank Wikipedia, or last ditch effort, come check us out at Armored Knights, jump on our TeamSpeak, and we'll help you out. Hope this was helpful. Appreciate the comments, and thanks. See you next time.